Brian Moran, founder of Government CIO. Welcome to Government CIO Magazine.
Hi, this is Olivia Ung with Government CIO Magazine. Today we'll be speaking with Small Business Administration HUBZone Director, Mariana Pardo.
Well, I am extremely sensitive to the cost. Sometimes if people have not experienced running a business of their own, they usually, the comments that I heard having a business of my own and helping my family, they always say, oh, isn't it great you don't have a boss? You have many bosses. When you have a business of your own, you have bosses that are your employees that you are responsible for, that your customers, and you have many customers, the federal agencies, the local agencies that are regulating you. So there's a lot of pressure. So for example, some of the things that I talk to my team is if we cannot find a particular document. If I hear someone in the team say, oh, I cannot find it, why don't you resend it? I go, oh my God, no, resending it, no. Because I know that resending a document, now perhaps we really did not receive the document. But for a small business to resend a document means that usually that owner needs to go search for the document, upload it or whatever, and send it again. It may take 5 minutes, but those 5 minutes are worth a lot for a small business. Those 5 minutes could have been used in following up with a prospective customer, taking care of a particular issue with a license that had expired, something, marketing. So I'm very sensitive to how many hours you work and it is your life as a business owner. So the other thing that I'm very sensitive to is the language. Maybe it's because English is just my second language, but there is a language to. We're regulatory geeks here, and we need to be able to speak the regular lingo when we're talking about the regulations. We need to be able to explain them very clear so that people understand. We have very bright business owners, very bright, but when they're dealing with us, it's very difficult. So I'm extra sensitive to that, and we try absolutely everything possible in our website, in our communications, to be as clear as possible so that we can obtain what we need to keep compliant. I'm very committed to the program. So I would say that my future goals in SBA relate to the program. And the commitment to the program is because I have a very eclectic background, and I have firsthand experience to see how getting a job for someone that never had that opportunity, getting that job to do to the best of their abilities can change not only that person's life, but the entire family and the entire community. So HUBZone is one program that is challenging to implement from a business perspective with all the regulations, and there's some statutory requirements that SBA cannot really change without some law change. But at the same time, it's a program that works, that I've seen it working in parts of the country. So the next round, actually you're helping me on that, is really helping to actually be more media oriented, do a little bit more education, and bring more the local assistance. The program works best when we have local involvement. And when I mean local involvement is the workforce, development agencies, economic development agencies. Maybe there is an office within a mayor's office that is looking at incorporating this program into it. So we want for the next year, and it's going to be sustaining, to actually assemble best practices that we can display on the website and assemble more and build upon, so that if I'm the mayor of a very poor city, and I just appointed somebody as a director of my local development agency, and we don't know where to start, and somebody tells us something about HUBZone, I can go to the website and go into best practices and actually view ideas, case studies of what's working, and maybe I can incorporate some of those things into my overall plan. Same thing from a firm's perspective. How can I reduce my overhead a little bit? Is there something that an economic development agency could help me with? Linking me to potential training opportunities for employees, helping me put signage. It's going to cost me $25,000 to refurbish the front of this abandoned building. Is there a grant that I could tap on and maybe we can go half and half? So those are the type of things that I would like to see, that I'm working with a very supportive group in SBA to get this done. Yeah. First of all is obviously education. Just what they did in establishing their business. They didn't wake up one morning and hang their shield. It's something that they were thinking, and they did some market analysis. They talked to the family. They figured out how much it's going to cost us. Do I have any savings? What am I going to do? All that. Same thing with the HUBZone. Educating, first of all, is the federal government buying what I'm selling? That's extremely important, because the firm may be interested in the HUBZone program, but if there's not enough of a market, it's just not the time. So looking at those databases that I mentioned earlier, doing that marketing, and then once I determined, you know what, I think I can break into this, then looking at, all right, let me look at, not at what I need to do to apply. That is second. What do I need to do to maintain compliance? So we have, for example, office hours. This is it's on the phone, but Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 3 Eastern Time, people call in. The numbers are displayed on the homepage in the HUBZone. I don't disclose the number because we have to change it periodically, but it's always displayed there on the website. Calling in, those office hours are excellent, because basically companies call in and they have questions, and we use their questions as a platform for maintaining compliance. So documentation, that is extremely important. So once the company is actually knows that they can sell to the federal government, they can maintain compliance. And maintaining compliance may mean how much is it going to cost me? Not dealing with the federal government, but that capital investment. How much is it going to cost me to really have my office in this area? How much is it going to cost me perhaps to train my workers? So all these elements. And once I figure out, you know what, I can do this, then certainly look into this program. Is very, very rewarding. I hear wonderful stories from business owners. So thank you.